The following review is on the Transformers Back to the Future Transformers Collaborative Gigawatt from Back to the Future. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here. Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers and Back to the Future Collaborative Gigawatt. Now this is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. And right here is the 35th anniversary of Back to the Future. So we've got Back to Future 35. We got the Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye logo. Now this is the 1980s G1 packaging. And there we've got the More Than Meets the Eye 2020 X crossover, collaborative. There's Gigawatt in his robot mode. Then you have the cool car. In the back it looks like Back to the Future flux capacitor. There he is. Now on this side you've got Gigawatt in his robot and car modes. The other side you have the cool at a time picture of the DeLorean from the back, and it says Back to Future 35. And here is the specs. If you want to pause it right there, you can. And that is it. And it says Gigawatt function time traveler. You've never out of time when you're a time machine. When Marty and Doc Brown need a, I can't read this, need a ride through time, Gigawatt is ready to fly. Bottom, it's that X crossover logo with the DeLorean and the Autobot Transformer sign. There is that. And the top, you've got quick 4 steps. Now let's get this guy out of the package and see what we've got. And now that we have him out of the box, we're going to take a look at the box real quick. Something I want to show you guys. Now on this side, it looks like the DeLorean being backed out of a truck. So what you want to do is just cut this tape, and it's just like backing out of the truck. And then on the little display case, it says 1.21 gigawatts. Let's see, and then it's got the DeLorean specs, flux capacitor, Back to the Future flux capacitor. And then, say anything else about the box? Nope. And then on the instruction booklet, basic instruction booklet, Back to Future 35, Transformers, crossover, Gigawatt. It's got nice blue and gray. And it tells you, basically it's got the car. And then there's how you transform it to the robot. And then you could put the Mr. Fusion on the back. Or the Mr. Fusion goes on the gun. You could store the gun in car mode. And you have that big long arm to get the power from the, I guess the clock tower. And you can also make the wheels turn in so it's a flying car. And there's at a time. And that is it for the instruction booklet and the box. Yeah, let's look at the accessories. He comes with his gun. It kind of looks like Optimus Prime's gun. It is molded in gray. And there it is. And it's got little Mr. Fusion. Here, let's try to do this. Mr. Fusion. And I can't read what else it says. And then Mr. Fusion can go on the back of the gun, or it can go on top of the gun. But I like it on the back of the gun, as the instructions tell you. And this is the pole with the hook. This is rubber. And to catch the electricity when he does 88 in the first movie. And you have a little peg right there for it. You put that in there. Now Mr. Fusion goes right here, but it doesn't stay too good. See, mine just falls off, and it's got a place for the gun up front. Put that there. You can put this here, and there is Gigawatt. And he's pretty cool. Now, whoops, you know what? Hold on one second. As I was transforming him back, practicing, I forgot to do the hood. And we'll just stick this here. Like I said, this doesn't stay very good. But we'll take a look at him first. We've got, see now there's different color gray here. Then the front of the bumper, we got the 2 lights. We got just a plain gray hood. We got the dark windows. Let's see. We got the silver on the wheels. We got a black stripe that goes down the side. You got more of the piping for the car. In the back, it says "out of time." You got the two big vents back there, and you've got a lot of wiring. Pretty cool. Here, let's take this off so you can see the detail. You got some blue-green wires, some red-blue wires. I mean, that is some nice detailing. And then Mr. Fusion is supposed to stick here, but mine push real hard. Nope, mine doesn't really stay too good. And then you got down here, you got the green wires with some detailing. You have all this going to the exhaust. You got the red lights, the out of time, like I said. And on this side, you got some red. I mean, it's pretty detailed. I mean, I wonder how accurate it is if you actually see the actual movie car. Come across here, you got the chrome wheels. You got more of that black tinted. You got the black stripe. There you go. It just puts together as much as you can. Here's some wiring up here. Some wiring right there. There's the bottom. Yes, he's got visible head syndrome. You see the flux capacitor there. I originally was practicing and I forgot to flip it over. And that is the DeLorean. And he rolls pretty good. He rolls pretty good. He's got some cool accessories. Where's his gun? Oh yeah. And you could store, like I said, you store the gun underneath here. You can put the pole here. Mr. Fusion goes on the back. And you can even put the pole. I thought you could. There was no holes? No, there's no holes. So you either leave it out or you can just stick it in there. And like I said, this does not stay in at all. And that is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Oh, and you can even flip up the gull wing doors. There you go. And that is how the DeLorean's famous for. You got the doors opening up like that. Really can't see much inside. And you can take the wheels, rotate them sideways. So now there's a double joint here, so you only want to do this side. And now he's a flying car. I can remember what the Stennicon saying, a flying car, how drool. Huh? And there, and these snap in. And there is the DeLorean with the wheels in flight mode. And that's a pretty cool. I mean, you got the rubber stick, you got the pole that gets the electricity from the clock tower. You've got Mr. Fusion, you've got the gun. All these little accessories make this guy worthwhile. Now, he is a major retool of Sideswipe and Red Alert. And you will see that in the transformation and in the comparisons. Let's do some vehicle-to-vehicle comparisons while we're on that subject. And for vehicle-to-vehicle, we're going to bring in Ecotron, or Ecto-1. That is the Ghostbusters Transformer. And then, since he is a remold of Sideswipe and Red Alert, we're going to bring you these guys. Here, we'll do it that way. Those three. And then we're going to bring in Run Amok and Runabout, since we're on the brothers. And then we're going to bring in the Marvel Incredible Hulk Bulldozer. Now this is more like a Voyager size, kind of, and this is a deluxe size, but... And then we're going to bring in the new Kingdom Cyclonus, again, Voyager to deluxe. And then we're going to bring in a core class Optimus Prime. And this is the new Legend size to give you a little scale difference between a deluxe and a core class. And that is all. And now to transform this guy. Now one little note. Most reviewers will do vehicle to robot. I always do how it's packaged, which most of these guys are packaged in robot form. But this one happens to be packaged in vehicle form, so that is how I'm going to do my transformation. But if you want, I can even do him, transform him back. So you take this off, and take the gun out. Now what you want to do first is open up the doors on each side, like that. And you open these panels out, and you take the back of the car, and you rotate it out. Now, once you've put these down, it'll kick the foot out. And I'll show you in this one. See how it kicks the foot down, and then you can close these up. Separate the legs, and rotate 180. Now, with these little things right here, this is different from the side swipe and the red alert. You have to fold these little pieces down. I'm not really sure what these pieces do. Probably just filling for the car. There. Once those are folded down, you can pull the arms out for right now. Pull the hands out. Pull the hands out. And this, as you rotate this down, what you want to do is flip out the flux capacitor. And then you'll have this tab will go into that slot right there. There you go. Now this, oh, one thing I forgot. You got to roll the tires in like that. Then you could roll this down. Now, this is like on my blue streak. You have these, when you close, you have a slot there, and you got a peg there. So you got to lock the arms in. Let's see. I got one arm locked in. And the other arm is locked in. And basically you straighten the arms out. Oops, sorry about the shaking. And you are done. And that is Gigawatt in his robot mode. And he's pretty cool. And if you look real closely, let's see if I could do this way. You've got the 3 dates on Back to the Future. October 26, 1985 at 9 a.m. October 21st, 2015 at 7:28. November 12th, 1955 at 6:38. And that is the flux capacitor. And he's got a pretty cool face. Let's look at his face. He's got blue eyes. He's got a gray face. He's got the flux capacitor blue. As you go down, you got the arms, gray and black. He's got a tiny waist, but it's not so profound on the side swipe and red alert molds, but this is more of a boxy area. Let's see, you got the black legs. It looks like little flux capacitors right there. You got 1 and 2. You got some molding down the legs. On the back's pretty clean. You can do the doors however you like them, like that. And there's all the detail in the thing. And this is compatible with all your weaponizers and your battle effects. You got a 5mm port there, 5mm port there, and nothing on the legs. And what the instructions tell you to do is you put this in this part of the arm, and then you can put the gun in there. Oops. Let's put the gun in there. Oh well. And now Gigawatt, almost said gigabyte. Let's see, how are we going to, we'll just put it up top. There. And now Gigawatt is ready for battle. Now, these are Omega Supreme's blast effects. You could put them in there. Oh, I forgot to show you in the car though, but you could put them on the bottom of the feet like he's flying. Like that. Let's see, you can put them in this one. You can put them in there. You know, all that good stuff. And you can also get one of your Battle Masters. Now, he is compatible with the Battle Masters. Here is the Enerjax from the Titans or Netflix series. Why isn't this working? It's a 5mm Netflix series Optimus Prime. Huh. He doesn't fit in the holes. That's not good. There you go. Like that, or like before, you can do, we'll get Cog, and you can, whoops, that popped off. You can use him to weaponize, like his feet, but he doesn't have that one in the back, so you could weaponize like that. You know, we'll put more Cog's pieces, like this. There, we'll put the guns that way. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that one in the back, but you get the idea. He's compatible with the weaponizers, or the, these guys aren't called weaponizers. Yeah, weaponizers. They're modulators in the Siege line, or in the Earthrise line. And, oops. And there is Gigawatt. Now, we forgot to do some articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, and he does almost a 360, but his head's kind of thick. He can barely look up or down. His arms, you got the 360, you got the 90-degree bend, you got the rotation. The hands do just fold in for transformation. 360 at the waist. His arms goes out that far. Again, you got the 360, you got the rotation there, and you got the elbow. Now the feet, whoa, wow. Mushroom peg. Oh crap, did that just break? A little QC issue, never seen that before. His legs, you can do up that far, you can do back that far, you can do the whole split, you can do the thigh rotation. He doesn't quite have 90 degrees. Why is this thing popping out? I've never had this happen on any figures before. If yours does this though, push it in, and then you got a slot in the top, you got the peg in the bottom, and this crotch piece just snaps in. The foot, you got ankle rotation, and they don't really go up or down, but that is Gigawatt. There you go. And let's do some robot-to-robot comparisons. And now for some robot-to-robot comparisons, we're going to bring in Ectotron, the Ghostbusters. Now he is a Voyager figure, and meanwhile Gigawatt is a Deluxe. And then we're going to bring in Sideswipe and Red Alert. These are all mostly the same mold, but minor retooling. Then we're going to bring in the brothers, Run Amok and Runabout. So those two guys compare. And then we're going to bring in the Incredible Hulk, Marvel. That's how those two guys compare. And last, we're going to bring in, Voyager Cyclonus from the New Kingdom line. Now this is a Voyager and he's a Deluxe. And this is the new core class Optimus Prime from Kingdom. So you got the old Legend size, now core class, you got the Deluxe, and you got Voyager. And that is it for Robot to Robot. And real quick, just so we could show you the reverse transformation. Alright, put the arms in. Put the arms in like that. As you fold this up, you want to flip this over until it snaps in. Pull this up, and then you rotate the wheels out. Rotate these wheels out. Let's say the bottom. Open these up. Push this piece out. Fold these in. Put the legs together. Like that. Rotate it around. And we're going to fold these up. There's that damn piece again. This is going to be a continual problem for me. I wonder if anybody else has this issue leave a comment in the bottom. There, that's done. Now we just want to hold the arms up like that. Fold these in. And this is different on this one. Oh, let's close these up. Now the side swipe and red alert mold doesn't have these little gap fillers. It's on a little hinge right there. There you go. And then even these, there's a little tab, goes in that little slot. And then you could, and then there's a slot right there, a tab on the door. And there's also a tab right there on the door. So you can clip that in, clip that in. There's your DeLorean. All back to normal. Gun goes right here. And this goes here. And this goes there. And that is he back in his vehicle mode. So, all in all, I do like this guy. Even though he relies heavily on the side swipe mold, he is, there's a few different things in transformation. The hood's different. These little pieces are different. The feet are about the same. And I like it. The accessories you get are pretty cool. The little rubber hook, Mr. Fusion, although it doesn't stay on that good. Even if you push him down. Oh, stays on a little better. Let's see, the 3 dates on the flux capacitor is pretty cool. The instructions are easy to read. All that good stuff. So, that's going to do it for this edition, or this review of Gigawatt. The Transformers 2020 Collaborative Edition DeLorean from the Back to the Future, celebrating 35 years of Back to the Future. Alright, so make sure you subscribe, like, share this channel with your friends, turn on notifications, check out all my other videos, like I got Ecto 1, got the Marvel. Basically, I think all the videos, all the guys you've seen, except Run a Muck, I believe. I haven't done the review yet. Check it out. Let's see, that's about it. So, alright, so let's hope that we hit 88 miles an hour. And I guess we're out of time. Rodimusbill out. Well, let's just put a little wheels up. And now we are gone. See ya.